All right. Well, this is an exciting afternoon. We're covering so many different topics and so many different representatives from each field that's been affected by medical tyranny. And the next speaker has become very renowned in the freedom movement. She practiced nursing since 2004, and she's one of the first nurses to speak out on October 2020 when she came out publicly and then became the co-founder of Frontline Nurses. She's undergone tremendous persecution with disciplinary actions from the College of Nurses, equally corrupt as the College of Physicians and Surgeons. She's been discredited publicly. But I remember when I was reporting with Bright Light News, I remember her poise and her professionalism. There was a protest in front of Toronto General Hospital, and fake news, legacy fake news, were surrounding Sarah like a bunch of bees trying to sting her. And they kept trying to trap her, asking her questions to try and trap her so they could falsely report in their corrupt papers how she is an anti-vaxxer and she's discredited and she's fired, blah, blah, blah. Sarah stood up. And I remember the poise. I remember how much I respected Sarah for just standing up and facing one question after another question. Her head was turning left, right, and center. She stayed professional. She stayed compassionate. And she stayed true to the message that you are not going to inject us with toxins in order to keep our jobs. And we're willing to pay the price. And Sarah paid the price, and she continues to speak today. Give it up for Sarah Shujunian. God bless you.
Thank you so much. I'm scared of heights. I'm not scared of the government, but I'm scared of heights. All right. Hello, freedom fighters! Thank you. For those of you who don't know us, we are the Canadian Frontline Nurses, and we are proud advocates for medical freedom. Our mission is to unite as many nurses as possible, educate the public, and bring the ethics back into healthcare. We envision a future with a bigger focus on preventative care, natural treatments, and treating the person as a whole. So as you heard, we've been fighting for a long time, advocating, been fired, investigated, defamed, lots of death threats. We even had the RCMP knock at our door. We've been fighting for a long time. And we will always remain your advocates, but we're starting to realize that fighting doesn't get us much. So we're kind of turning our attentions towards creating too. So we're advocating, but now we're also creating, because we know that there's a big need for healthcare for people like us who are not vaccinated, or people who are vaccinated and are no longer trusting the industry. So how are we doing this? And we need your help. So we have a new directory. Our mission is to get all the care back into the community. So everybody out of the hospitals, out of the nursing homes, from birth to death. Because I don't know if you know, but giving birth in the community is actually safer than giving birth in the hospital these days. Also, why die in a facility surrounded by staff? We should be dying at home, surrounded by our loved ones, our belongings. And why not celebrate life while we're still alive? So how are we going to do this? And we do not believe in the patient mentality. The medical industry calls us patients. When you're a patient, you're a victim, and it means you're flawed. You need something from the outside to come and care for you, that you cannot care for yourself. We do not believe in that. We believe that you are active participants in your care, and that only you can heal yourself when you are ready. We are here to empower you by educating you and guiding you on how to do that. So how are we going to do that? We have a new directory on our website at CanadianFrontlineNurses.ca. I urge you to go and check us out. So we have two types of memberships. We're looking for nurses. So if you know any nurses, this is for the nurses. So it's $100 a year to become a member. You become part of our directory, so we advertise you. You could still have your license and give care into the community, but we're empowering nurses to come out of the system, find their purpose and passion, and offer it to our communities. So for example, I'm very big on mental health. I've created programs to help people go to the root cause of their problems instead of numbing with toxic and often lethal medications. So we're helping you to find your way. How do we find that? We have courses available and programs available for our nurses. Right now we have a birth companion course, which helps. We have 6 of our nurses that actually took the course, and we're very proud. Our East Coast nurse leader has already caught the first baby under Canadian Frontline Nurses in the community. So you get a discount on these kind of programs. We also have a nurse advocacy program that is starting 70% off for the nurses who are members of our directory. And so lots of discounts coming on. We have education. So we have bi-weekly webinars of people who have already come out of the system, who, you know, because we're trying to deprogram nurses, because we've been programmed to think that, you know, we need help from the outside, but really our bodies are amazing, and we need to teach ourselves what the truth really is. So we have people coming on to our webinars to teach that. For example, the last doctor that came on is Dr. Emad Schneider. He was born blind, and now he has his California driver's license. And he can swear that he can heal anybody's eyesight. And so he came onto our webinar, and we did some exercise and learned some stuff. We have people like Dr. Kemal Prit who can cure, and it swears that you can cure yourself of any type of type 2 diabetes. Next week we have Chris beats cancer. So we have a lot of things coming up. Also, am I good on time? Oh God. Okay, maybe 3. So we have a lot of things coming up for our nurses. The other part of our directory is for all of you. You can become public members. So when you're a public member, you have access to the directory. Obviously, it's national, so you have access to all the nurses. You also have access to workshops, free workshops that are only available to you to help you become independent in your health. So I just uploaded my workshop, How to Recover from Childhood Trauma 101. I'm also uploading today How to Recover from Fibromyalgia 101. Kristen is going to put up her making your own emergency care kit workshop online. There's people, Nordia from Montreal is trying to do a course on how to, gut repair. So many things for you to be able to heal yourself. And the best part of it is we're going to add links where if your child is sick and you don't want to go to the hospital, let's say your child has fever, you can click a link and, we'll tell you what to do. Or if you have a urinary tract infection and you don't know what to do, you don't have to go take the antibiotics. Antibiotics are anti-life. So you can actually click on a link and it'll tell you you can take colloidal silver, you can take Contartis, drink a lot of water. It'll tell you what to do, so it makes you independent. And best of all, we have hubs coming up all across the country. So some nurses decide that they want to be on the directory and create a team. So they hook up to doctors, nutritionists, live blood technicians, all kinds of people. And they offer their, they might have an actual clinic. It's a hub. We're calling them hubs. Or be mobile and come to you. So there's a lot coming. Please register on our website at Canadian Frontline Nurses. And you can do this too. We are the pioneers of the new world. Start creating. Stand in your power. Do not let love and hate, do not let fear and hate take over our humanity. Spread love and don't be silent in the face of oppression. Together, there's nothing we can't overcome. Together, we will rise through the ashes of the Matrix. Thank you.
Well done. Sarah. Let's give it up for Sarah.